that through the grapevine. So tonight we've got some
I'm brighter now.
new and older gardeners that have been on the channel before and haven't been on YouTube before. So we got David from Plot Up Note off Instagram. Hi, David.
Hola.
And then we've got Linda. Everyone knows who Linda is by now. Hi, Linda. So Linda's filling in for Jane Kelly a minute because Jane Kelly's she's in AA. No, she's teaching. and then we've got. So Jane will be popping in now at 9:30. So Linda, we've kind of just.
I'll go back moderating then.
We'll check her back in the background. You're right, Ali. You want to move the house around now? How are you?
No, I'm trying to get. So I can't see my iPad to see what the chat's saying. So, and I don't want to be upside down, looking down at my lap all the time. So I'm having.
Now, don't act like none of you knew this wasn't going to happen.
There.
Don't act like this live wasn't going to be like this. Lord. Robin, how are you, Robin?
There is no table space.
You're doing all right, Ali. You're doing okay. Robin, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And how are you, Ali?
Oh, good, thank you.
Yeah. I'm not even going to apologize for anything tonight.
No,
it is what it is.
Yeah. Too early to drink.
Yeah. I feel like you're making me too. So, right. I'm glad I'm highly medicated for this. I tell you. So
you might need to.
I might do, yeah. I've got a lot of pain relief for me today. I'm a little bit more smilier now, so yeah. Oh, so hi, good. Susan. So Susan's Gem in the Garden's mum. So she says that she's babysitting for Gem tonight. They got to watch Dune 2 in the cinema, so I'm a bit lucky. I want to see it as well. Right, I'll quickly say hello to the chat, which I always do. I'll try and run through as quickly as I can. Sometimes I'll say the account name, sometimes I know who they are. So I'll say, hi, Rach, hi, Wendy, hi, Emma. Thank you so much, Emma, Garden of Emma, for moderating tonight while Linda's here living the high life. Hi, Siggy, hi, Bjork's Planter Outing, hi, Locke, nice to see you on. Hi, Annie, hi, Bumblebee Adventures, Tracy. Who else is on tonight? Sherry Long, hello, nice to see you from the USA. Joe's Patch, nice to see you back on, mate. Veg Plot Man, nice to see you on. I'm still asking you. I've been asking the Veg Plot Man to come on these lives, honestly, but he's just resisting. Mel. I know. Come on, Mal, get on you. Simon, Debbie, James Brown. There's quite a few of the members on here tonight as well. So Julie's Garden Diary, Tracy. Oh, Jersey. I'm going to stop in a minute. Hi, Claire. Nice to see you on. Bumblebee, Steve, Lee, Colin. I'm going to stop in a minute. Right. Oh, hi, Beth.
Do you see what Locke wrote?
No. Well, I can't, Linda. You haven't sent it over to me as a moderator.
Oh, do you want me to send it over, do you?
No. What was it? What did he say?
I sent it now.
Oh, I can see what he wrote. I've got ibuprofen and paracetamol. Bethan's Kitchen Garden, I've messaged you as well. If you can check your Instagram as well, please. Hi, Digwell. Nice to see you on. Dave's Fishing. I don't ever remember you on here, so welcome if you're new. You're Kentish Gardener. Hi, Mel. Nice to see you on. Right, let's start. Right, what are we sowing now? Come on, give us a little lowdown. David, you're new to this YouTube malarkey. We're going to try and encourage David. I try every now and again to nag someone to come over to the dark side, and Ali's here, Robin's here, Linda's here. Yeah, I probably nagged all three of you to start your YouTube channel at some point, haven't I? So
definitely.
You're right, Ali, you all right? Ali, I think I nagged you to start your YouTube channel as well, didn't I? And you resisted for a while, and look at you now, you're on lives. Ali, are you all right there?
You all right, Ali? Can you hear us? No?
Oh, definitely. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
So you can hear her.
$1,000 in equipment later. I'm good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Linda's the same. I know. I'd say, oh, well, you should try a YouTube channel. And next you know, then they've spent thousands of pounds.
Oh, there I was minding my own business, wasn't I? Having a coffee with you. And said, oh, you want to do a YouTube channel? Like, yeah.
Now she's got robots following around the plot. It escalates. It does escalate.
It's good fun, though, isn't it? It's good fun. We do enjoy it,
and we have got a lovely community now. So I am absolutely loving that now that we've got a good little gang going on now, and you're all teaching me how to garden. David, so get over, get yourself a little camera. Well, I'm sure you kicked it up anyway. Hi Tony, nice to see you on. Hi Jay Dixon, nice to see you on. So David, what are you sowing at the moment?
Well, things are actually just about to start, to be honest. I've been this year's been my year of being patient. So I'm about 8 weeks now.
He says.
Oh well. Oh yeah, that's true.
Nice.
I know, very posh, isn't it?
It's very impressive, isn't it?
I'm going to tell you now, we have found posh number 4. So we've now got Mayu, Kerry, AD, and now we've got David. Wait till I show you some of the pictures. Honest to God, you'll make us look like the Waltons. I tell you. I thought I looked
expensive hobby.
Yes, I can see. David, these looking all right, aren't they? Is this your peppers and chilies?
Yeah, everything was just transplanted, so it's all looking a bit wilty. But
they look a bit wrinkly as well, look, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I know it's overwatering. I've done the wrong thing.
You sure it's not the heat from above?
No,
I don't think it is. I think this year I've tried a different compost. I tried to go. It's like a full cocoa core, but it's got like fertilizer pellets in it, whereas previously I've just used compost, and I think that's been a bit of a problem this year.
David, now you've said that, this compost I use is highly fertilized as well. There's quite a lot in it, so I'm wondering where maybe that might be the case for me as well, because I had an issue with it last year. So I'm going to be potting up my tomatoes soon. Well, some of them, and I'm thinking maybe I should maybe dilute it down a little bit. I love how Linda's still moderating.
You're overstimulating them. You're overstimulating.
We've got a question. Linda, if you could moderate on the side, that'd be even perfect.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Rue does that as well. Rue's like one of the best people to have on a live. If anyone wants to have anyone on live, get Rue on, because she moderates, she's interacting with the chat, she's replying to questions, she does the lot, she does. Someone's asked, where is Plot Up North? Where are you from, Dick? Don't give me your address, honestly. They'll turn up once they see your garden, let me tell you.
I'll be sending tomatoes, David.
I'm not even joking you. I'll be asking for your address after this live. Where are you from, David?
The cultural capital of the world, Wigan.
Oh, God.
Northwest of England.
Ali, don't send the seeds there. They'd be like bloody Nanu's nuts, I tell you. Nothing gets to Wigan.
Oh, they wouldn't make it up there. They'd get nicked.
Ali, are you doing Nanu's nut challenge?
I'm waiting for nuts.
Oh, yeah. My nuts are crushed. I tell you what.
Yes, I am.
I've got squash nut.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I got some nuts for you, Danny. I tell you what, I ordered some from eBay, supposed to be seed nuts, right? And they come, they're tiny little ones.
Can we explain what it is first? So Nanu... the challenges, otherwise people might not know what we're talking about.
Oh, peanuts. Growing peanuts challenge.
Nanu and Grinch are on plot number 9. They're doing a peanut challenge to see if we can grow peanuts. And bless her, she sent all these nuts out, and everyone had them back. And I'm not even joking, they're not fit for man or beast, but they're all crushed up, bless her. So she is resending some. If anyone wants to grow peanuts, and I'm sure Nanu wouldn't mind, she's going to be sending more out. If you want to go over to Nanu's channel, and she can send you out some peanuts, and then we can try and grow along on her channel. I swore I wasn't going to do no grow alongs. I'm still sticking to that a little bit, even though I'm doing Linda's. This is my new rules about grow alongs. I'm not doing grow longs, but I was going to do peanuts anyway, and I was already growing sunflowers. So if I'm already doing it, then I'll do the grow along because I'm kind of already doing it anyway. But people have asked me to do a few other grow longs. It's not that I don't want to do them. It's just I'm trying my hardest to keep things in house a little bit more. And if I start adding new things on, I struggle as it is. But yeah, so I know Freddie's doing a cucumber one as well. So if people want to do that, go over to Freddie's allotment channel and do his. And I know Steve Digwell's doing the Save Seed Potato Challenge if you want to do that. But yeah, I'm trying to. I'm sticking to just what I've already got. If I got it in my seed packet, then I'll do it. But yeah, poor Nanu. She sent a lot of crushed nuts. Well, she didn't, but they ended up crushed nuts. But go on, Linda. What have you done?
Is there a difference between monkey nuts and peanuts?
Yeah, one got a monkey.
No, they're peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah, I
hope
so.
so.
I tell you what, though.
Go on.
I ordered the seed one. I ordered the seed ones, and they came and they looked lovely. And then they were from eBay, and the other ones I ordered from Amazon were monkey nuts.
There's
and
a
the
lot.
monkey nuts are much bigger. They got to be twice the size. Shall I go and get them and show you?
If you want, Linda.
Bear with then.
Can I just ask? I did. Go on. I thought I brought my pain relief in here. I did, didn't I? Did I not say that to you? I was bringing it in. I don't know. Maybe I've taken them. I don't know. I did take it.
So while she's looking for it,
Robin.
I had one arrive whole.
Ooh.
That is the Spanish kind that she did. So it actually made it over the pond, one of them whole. And it hasn't sprouted yet, but I went and got some bird seed, which was raw peanuts, because I couldn't find raw peanuts anywhere else. And they're sprouting. So these are probably monkey nuts. But they're peanuts. They're edible to humans.
Yeah.
So,
I think but to me, a nut is a nut. I'm telling you. So someone have asked who Nanu and Grinch is. I did see that in there somewhere. So Nanu and Grinch over at plot number 9.
You did.
So yeah.
Before we started.
Yeah. So yeah, the chat. I'm gonna try and answer this. So my advice would be maybe not ask as many questions for the first half an hour. But if you do want to, you can obviously. But Linda will be back on. All right, Linda, you back now? Show us your net, Linda.
Right. All right,
Linda, we haven't got all day.
Wait a minute then. Can you see that?
Right,
That's the ones from eBay.
Yeah.
This is the ones from Amazon.
Oh.
Hang on, if I can go the two of them.
This is great TV. This is Linda.
So I think you've got a Spanish and I don't know what.
Can you see the two different sizes?
It's not even speaking.
Anyway, I got some for you, Danny. Okay.
We'll have a go anyway. So yeah, Nanu,
yeah, I got some for you.
Keep going, Nanu. You're doing all right anyway. So what else are we sowing apart from nuts at the moment?
The term monkey nuts just throws me off.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go. I've sowed my alliums. I sowed my onions. I sowed my shallots, leeks, some bunching onions, my celery, my celeriac. So all the things that take a long time I've sowed. But my sowing will start in earnest on April 1st. I erect my zipper greenhouses outside, and that's when I really get going. Because my last frost is like the middle of May or later. And trust me, I've put up those zipper greenhouses on April 1st, and they've been snowed on.
They're handy, mine, didn't they? Those little ones. I remember growing tomatoes in there, and they grew really well.
I love the zipper greenhouses. It's all about weighting them down, though, because a lot of people call them the blow-away greenhouses. They work. Did Danny freeze?
Yeah, I think he's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there he goes.
You're okay, Ali. You're moving.
I thought it was me. Okay, I thought it was me.
So, Allie, what
no,
are you
you're
so?
okay.
What have you sowed?
Oh God, everything. I did yesterday. I did nasturtiums. And see, I'm trying to do only things that can go outside in the polytunnel because I don't have any lighting and I don't have any heat and things like that in the house. I've got my fish tank, so when things start off, they get moved into the fish tank, and that's the only thing that's got lights. And the only heat it actually gets is from we have forced air out here. So the furnace blows and it blows forced air up the vent. So Gerald put a stand over top of the vent and then boxed it all in. And then we stood my fish tank on top of that. So that's the only thing. So the peppers have been kicked out of there and the tomatoes have gone in there. Other than that, it's mainly stuff outside, like the sweet peas and flowers, and more flowers. I've sown, yesterday I did nasturtiums and patio sweet pea. So they're a bush sweet pea. So they'll go on my patio. I just can't justify doing it all because I know I'll kill it. But
You'll be
It-
fine.
that's me.
It is. It's hard to babysit. I started my tomatoes last year, and they were
Am I
huge
still
when
there?
I put them out.
It's so hard to tell if I'm moving.
You are moving. You're fine, Ali.
I just sowed a birdhouse gourd, if that's interesting.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
They look interesting, those, don't they?
Yeah, I went for a loofah last year because that seems to be like the cool thing to do. But then I was stood in a greenhouse mid-November, like, what do I do? So,
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I
figured I'd
can't
try
tell
and do
because
something that was
it's
useful.
everything looks glazed. I checked my calendar because last year I did my tomatoes even earlier. I did them in the beginning of February. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Danny asked me if I was going to grow a loofah, and I said no. I don't use loofahs, so it's just taking up space, isn't it? Where you could have something else.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
grew wild. There was loads of them, but then
Was there?
what do you do with them? Yeah.
I suppose they're fun to grow, isn't they? But then there's other fun things to grow that you could eat or look at that's pretty.
Right. It's finding that balance, though. It takes a
Yeah.
few years because your eyes get so big when you go into the nursery and see all those seeds and little plant starts. And
Yes, I'm the same as you, Robin.
but you learn,
Oh,
okay, 17 varieties of kale is probably 15 too many.
I
it's
convinced myself I was only going to do one variety of tomato this year.
And
I've
they
already
don't they
expanded.
self-seed everywhere? They self-seed all over the place.
What self seeds, Ali? Tomatoes? What are you on about? What self seeds?
I think there's a
Loofah? Are you
different-
still on about loofahs?
I'm
Oh,
back.
hello.
Oh,
Hey, Danny.
I'm not even joking you. I hope you all carried on. For some reason I had a
No, we just
That would be
waited
Linda
here for you.
yesterday.
We've just been waiting patiently.
I hope you carried on. God, I'm not even joking.
Sorry?
I had a pure power.
We were having a nice conversation then, do you mind?
What did I miss on my own life?
Just what we're sowing.
David grew loofahs last year.
Yeah.
So we need to update you now, do we? Or do you want to watch it live later?
I'll watch it later on. Carry on without me. I'll be here. I'm sorry, everyone, about that. I literally
That's
said,
all right.
okay.
No, we're all right. We're all right, Danny. Don't worry.
That's okay. Is my screen all okay? I'm all in good resolution, right?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
doing fine.
That's good. Right.
At least we could get a word in edgeways, couldn't we, folks?
That's true. I don't know what happened. I couldn't even. Nothing was happening at all. Yeah. So
Never mind, you're back now.
it's saying welcome back to me anyway. So hang on a sec. Right. Carry on what you were saying. I don't want to interrupt you on my own live. Go on. What was you
something
saying?
else
Did you
that
find your pain
just thought-
meds?
I did. Yeah. Well, I already took them after I thought it was.
Yeah, you
so,
did.
Yeah,
I saw you taking them. I
I'm
saw
like-
you
I'm-
taking them.
I'm a
That's
lost
dangerous.
soldier, and I. Yeah, I know. I have to set an alarm. To remind me anyway. So yeah.
So the other
Okay,
thing that
this-
the other thing
Go
that
on.
I've sowed is quite a few things out winter sowing style. It makes it easier because you can just sow a few things and throw the jugs outside and they'll come to life when it's time. But I also did some in the ground with covers over it. The spinach, the arugula, the mustard, leeks, and bunching onions have all shown face. And it's a nice way to do it. You just have to be really careful and remember that those are little greenhouses. So if it gets really warm, you've got to vent them. We've had 3 days of crazy
be a
70-degree Fahrenheit, which is 21.1 Celsius. That's crazy.
That's summer temperatures, isn't it?
It is.
Nice. We could do with a bit of that, couldn't we, instead of all this rain?
Yeah, but
We've
I
had
think
nothing but
everything is
rain.
quite confused.
I think he's frozen again.
He did.
No, he
You're
is
frozen
too.
again, Danny.
Maybe it's the pain. Maybe it's the pain meds. Oh, there he goes. And he's in and he's out. And he's in and he's out.
It's
This
like
has
the
I
nothing
don't
to
even know
do
which
with
one.
me.
it's like the
This
not
is
my
a
fault.
thing. I'm okay. I'm you now. I promise.
okay.
I promise I'm you. Robin, you were saying about. I just heard what you were saying. You were saying about your little. You use the milk cartons, right?
Right.
Do
So
you find those
that's
really? Do you find them really effective though?
Oh yeah, they work great. You just have to be careful. If it heats up, you've got to vent them. Because that's the
Oh.
worst thing that happens is something sprouts and then we get cold again. So you have to deal with that.
Yeah, but yet, Robin, you start sometimes, don't you? And then you end up thinking, oh, I might not be able to grow this because of your climate. But you did really well, didn't you? Like you won the Swede challenge that I did as well, and you was the one person that said, "Oh, I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna."
Bruce Swede. Yeah.
I could never do it, and then here we go. She won.
Oh wow! Look at the size of those. They're
I know.
huge. Wow. Well done, Robin.
Yeah, it was every other time I've tried, they've bolted. So I just tried to do things different, had a little dumb luck. Allie and Steve Digwell Greenfingers sent me seed. So, the dumb luck was Steve said, well, boron helps them grow. And I was like, well, I didn't do that. And then I said, oh, but wait, I use azomite. So that's rock dust and it has some boron in it. So it helped.
Yeah, apparently
A
that's
little
good
dumb
for
luck
beets as well.
So you're telling me, right, Steve Digwell, he helped you cheat? Is that what you're saying?
And
So you're
Allie.
admitting now on
Definitely.
Oh, it's all coming out now. Look, it's all coming out now.
that man.
I had a little mantra: beat Danny, beat Danny.
Yeah.
Beat Danny.
And do you know what? I'm starting to think now because I am really good at labeling, and I gave away my giant Swedes, and then also I had what I did plant was broccoli, which I didn't even sow any broccoli that year. But I'm starting to think maybe Digwell drove down, went in my polytunnel, and then removed the labels, and then took the giant Swedes, and that's what I think that's happened. Yeah. There was a question as well about Swede saying, any tips for growing Swede, Danny, as they always like fingers? I know why yours do that, Emma. I've watched your videos before about this. So what happens with Swede, if you sow them too early or you don't give them enough light, they become really leggy. With a cabbage, and you can kind of get away with it a little bit in broccoli and things. But with Swede, you do need them to grow at the right speed with the right amount of light. Because I watched your video where you planted them and they were quite leggy. And like with tomatoes and things, you can get away. But with that, if you do plant those leggy Swedelings,
Sweet. I like that.
they will just turn into like long pencils and things. And also the soil needs to be really, really firm as well. So there's a lot of the older gentlemen, there's a guy over there that used to joke, that used to say that he used to ask his grandchildren to come play cricket on the allotment plot before he sow his brassicas, because the soil will be really trampled down there as well, because they don't like the rocking as well in the wind. So just make sure they're protected and things. But I think with yours, where they were quite leggy seedlings, so give them a sow now in any time from now onwards. But I'm gonna wait another week or so, and I'll sow some Swede then as well. So yeah, just if they're leggy, disregard them and start again. Anyone else got any tips for apart from what did you say, Robin, that you put on there? Miracle
Yeah, talk to
Grow?
Steve. Yeah, talk to
No,
Steve, Emma.
azomite. It's rock dust. And I've been using it all over the garden, and I swear by it. Some people think, oh, it's hooey, but I'm telling you, it really improves things. I think the other thing that has improved thing is the mycorrhizal fungi.
Well, I was under the understanding, Robin, that mycorrhizal fungi doesn't work. Oh no, ignore that. I'm completely talking nonsense. I was literally thinking about. Yeah, no, hang on. I didn't think that worked on brassicas. Is that right? I didn't think mycorrhizal
That's
fungi
right.
worked on brassicas. Is that right, Ali?
Heard that before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't do
So-
anything. Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I heard, Robin. So maybe he was trying to be a bit too technical with you and trying to show off because he is known for that, mind. He do like the. Go on.
I just put a little in most everything that I grow, and it's really improved my growing over the past handful of years.
I'm not going to argue with you, Robin, when you've got Swedes like that. I'm not going to. I mean, that's a dinner for 10. That is. Let me tell you.
I'd never heard of that before.
The large one weighed 13 pounds.
Wow. I've always been.
So what do you do with it?
Swede. With Swede?
Oh, it was all fibrous. It was inedible, but
yeah. Once they get too big, they're
like rock. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit stringy then, but yeah, I do love a Swede though. I love a Swede mash, and yeah, I used to hate it when I was a child.
Me too, with carrots. With carrots.
Yeah. He said. So Steve says no, mycorrhizal does not work with Swede, but there is an alternative microbe. Oh, yeah. So every day's a learning day. I remember because someone told me, Robin, as well, that I used to always put it on everything as well, and then. I don't know. Steve Digwell, he's a plonker, isn't he, that Digwell? He is. Oh, I love him.
Is he going to tell you the alternative then, I wonder?
Probably. He'll probably do a video on it now. Oh, well, thank you everyone for coming. I'm sorry that of all people to lag, and I joked about it before the show as well, and I said I got kicked off. And for some reason, yeah. I had a complete power thing. I don't know what happened. Like everything went off. I don't know. So everything else, right? So you're sowing it. Have anyone sown their Swedes yet? Because it's March time, so
I'm not sowing any Swedes. We don't even really
Linda.
eat Swedes. No, we don't really eat Swedes in our house.
Well, you are sucking up half the electricity in your town, I think.
Yeah, he probably is. Although he saved it in the summer, don't you, with your solar panels?
I do. I rectify my issues. What I've tried doing is the energy that I use now on these blooming lights. I'm gonna try and rectify it a little bit by charging my batteries on my phone and things like that by using my solar setup as well. So yeah, David. So your Instagram channel, Plot Up North.
Mm. Yeah.
How's it going? Have you not? I know we've touched on it already, but do you prefer the Instagram, or are you thinking, you could, because you are quite comical in you. Like, I don't know if anyone's, I'll put a link to David's channel, his Instagram account, and obviously Robin, Ali's and Linda's as well after the show. But David's quite comical on his Instagram. That's how I found him. I think he was wasn't you trying to pour boiling hot water on compost to kill?
Yeah, don't do it. Bad idea.
God, if you like the 70s and 80s sitcoms, some mothers do have them. That's exactly what David is like. He is a Frank Spencer of the garden world on that video. I'm telling you now. I was cringing and he had vats of hot water that he was doing in his kitchen. I thought he was going to burn himself. Yeah, you seem to know what you're doing though, David. Your garden is a bit of a I mean, even Mayu might even want
wow.
to visit you with
Nice.
this.
That looks good. Oh, look at the size of his greenhouse. That's lovely.
And his
isn't it?
allotment. Look at
Oh, that
this.
is
Oh,
that is
that's
posh.
fabulous. Yeah,
That's
very
Honest to God,
nice.
I honestly think Mayu might even want to visit you. This is what your plot was like when you first started, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
there's a
was
difference,
like
isn't there?
late September.
Look at his garden. I'm
Nice.
flicking
That's
through these mine,
lovely, isn't it?
and yeah, he seems to know. This was your plot as well, was it, David?
Yeah, late September.
Yeah.
I basically
He looks.
took it
You
back
look
to
as if you
zero.
know what you're doing, David.
If I just like plants and expensive hobbies, apparently.
Yeah.
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 Especially when you visit garden centres.
Oh my God, I know. David, this. Tell me about this. Come on.
Oh, that's unusual.
I'm too cheap to buy a hot bin composter, so I decided to try and make one. So it's just foam insulation, styrofoam, kind of wrapped all together, silicone the inside to try and seal it all off, and it worked. That actually worked.
That looks really interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So that's just all. That's
there's a
just
little bit that goes on the
polystyrene.
front. Yeah,
Look,
so
it's
what I did was I've got like, the silicone they use in fish tanks.
Yeah.
I put that over like the cut edge so there's not polystyrene everywhere. And then there's like cam straps that go around the front to kind of keep it all sealed in and the top opens up. So it keeps everything contained. It gets up to like 70 degrees when you've got everything in it.
that's a good idea. That'll
you
save
take
on
this idea?
electric.
Did you take this idea from anyone else, David?
No, it was just that there was a hot bin. Well,
Wasn't-
other than the actual hot bin, I guess. That's
It
pretty much
wasn't.
that
It wasn't
polystyrene.
my pal Niall Gardens that might have inspired you with this.
No, I do know
No,
the
'cause-
video you're on about, but
yeah, you know it.
I actually that one I would have made after watching it, but there was an original one. This is the second.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he adapted someone else as well. But yeah, I know I'm collecting posh people at the moment. I know. I don't know what's going on. David, why don't you have a YouTube channel?
I don't know if anyone wants to watch me.
They will, David. Trust me. They watch me. They watch Ali. They watch Linda. They watch Robin. They even watch Jane Kelly and Steve Digwell. I
They
know.
will. If you build it, they will come. Yeah.
Go watch their channels and you'll understand that you are a drop in the ocean of it. We're all weirdos. We're all weirdos, I tell you now.
Well, you're really selling it.
Yeah. Honestly, I honestly do believe it. If you're weird or you got ADHD or you'll be you're a YouTuber in a
Back on
dance.
2 points.
David, I pinched this off your Instagram as well.
Yeah.
You've been
What's that?
It's
Another
a mushroom.
expensive hobby.
A mushroom? Is it?
Yeah, I also picked up growing mushrooms.
Did you? Was this in a protective area? Because I know someone who is a YouTuber, not a gardening YouTuber. Well, kind of. And he grew mushrooms, and he had a really bad chest afterwards from all the spores. So did you have this problem as well?
No, not really. But I think I'm only generally growing like one at a time, and they are in a different room, so it's not really too much of an issue. But yeah, I do sometimes worry that like I'm gonna get like a knock on the door from the police.
Yeah.
I've got like
I bet that.
purple lights flashing out of here.
I had that when I
They're all
moved
full
in.
of syringes for mushroom growing, and it's a bit like a bit weird. This.
I had a two community officers knock on my door. I think I was about 6 months or maybe a year living here. I had this huge big herb garden that was growing on a inside because I was starting it off. And they knocked on the door because someone had walked past. And I don't even know why they did that, but they ended up taking some mint home anyway. But yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And some Welsh cakes as well. They ended up having some, I was making Welsh cakes at the time.
I bet they were hilarious. I bet they had a good laugh, didn't they?
Yeah.
When they saw all the herbs you were growing.
They kind of took it in jest from the start, but they just said that it'd been mentioned. That's all. That. Yeah, I don't know. Who's coming in? Oh, God, guess who's here? Here she is.
Hi, Jane.
Hello.
Talking about fungi.
Thank you very much.
Sunny.
Is that because I'm a fun guy?
Oh God, there's 6 of us here now. There's not much room.
Oh, you can get rid of me now if you want to. Look, and I'll moderate.
It's up to you, Linda. You're welcome
I
to
think
stay
we
if
should
you
get rid
want.
of Danny. I think we should
Yeah, well,
get rid of Danny.
Jane,
I
I've
think
already
you should
been
take a
kicked
vote.
out twice.
Oh, good.
I've already been. Honestly.
That was me doing a little dance at this end. Hello, Robin. Hello, Ali. Nice to see you. And hello, David. Nice to see you. Hey. And hello, Linda.
Hello.
Has it all been very
that guy
exciting?
What do you
over
want to-
there. Yeah.
Linda,
I
what
don't-
do you want to do? Do you want to stay or do you want to go?
I don't mind either way.
Oh, look, you. Bloody hell.
Well, you'll
I
have
hear
more
a
room
song
on you if
coming
I'm
up.
not there.
Should I stay or should
Should
I
I
go?
stay or should I go? Linda, will put only because I do struggle a bit and I
Yeah,
need the
no,
questions
go
and
on. No,
stuff.
you can put me in the background if you
But
like.
if
Lucas.
something comes up, Linda, I'll pop you back in.
Okay, if you
Hello,
pop
Ali.
off, I'll pop off.
Yeah, that's what might happen. Right,
Okay,
Jane.
then.
Right, thank you,
Hello,
Linda.
then. Bye.
Hello.
Jane,
Hello. Yes.
I never thought I'd say this, but you are the most sensible one to do lives if I do get cut off.
Oh.
So
Well,
if
what
I
are
do
you-
get
what are you-
cut off,
What are you after?
you nothing.
Go
at all.
on,
Not
go
seems
I'm
on.
saying-
I hope, yeah.
Jane, I've
you've
already
asked
been
the
cut.
others and they've all said no.
I've already
Come
been
on.
cut off twice, but
Good.
Ali did take over, and David became full screen as well at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Oh
in
my
at the
gosh.
deep end, isn't it, David? I know. Crikey, he does
Someone
it on
just-
purpose, you know.
Susie just said, "Leave Linda alone, slave driver." Oh yeah, God,
Yeah,
she
he
had
is a
last
slave
week
driver.
off. Linda did to go out in the pop. Honestly, God, I gave her one. We had a cup of coffee the other night, and someone walked past and said, "What are you two doing?" I said, "We're on our works night out." But
Lux just
we are-
said Danny wants to be bigger.
don't.
Yeah. Okay. So what's happened? What's happening? Catch me up.
I got
What have you
cut
been
off.
talking about? Yeah,
We
we've
talked
got
about
that bit.
Robin. We talked about Robin's Swedes.
Lovely.
David grew mushrooms.
Oh wow.
Jane, Jane, should I quickly show you David's plot so that you can
Yes.
gasp?
I'm interested in seeing that mushroom. Those
Ooh and
mushrooms,
ah.
actually.
You can ooh and
Well,
ah.
Yeah. So this is
Ooh.
his little growing area. Look at this.
Oh,
He's another
little-
Mayo he is.
Ah.
Little
Look at
growing area. What are
I
they?
know.
Are they peppers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
An aubergine.
Jane, that's
I know, but yeah.
look
Oh,
at his
that.
garden. I know.
Ah,
Growing
That's not a
area.
garden. He's just sent
It's
you stuff out of a
allotment.
magazine. I could have sent you
know.
stuff out of a magazine, Danny.
Yeah, you're in one,
That's
Jane.
so nice.
Look at his garden. It's like
That's
he knows what he's
fantastic,
doing
isn't
and
it?
everything, man.
I know.
Look at
I
this.
know. Look at that.
It doesn't-
Oh, is that an orange tree? Do
Jane,
I
how
see
would
a label?
It looks
with
like
an
a
orange
lemon
on
to
it?
me.
Yeah. No, it's an
Oh.
orange. It's
How
behind
did she
somewhere.
Jane Kelly,
Oh,
how
wow. Okay.
somebody make
Danny.
Jane Kelly a member. Let me tell you, she did, she deserves it for that. How did you know that, Jane?
Well, I think it's because of the big picture of the orange that was actually tied onto
Of the orange
That's
on the
what gave it
label.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big giveaway.
I
Yeah.
thought it was because you nearly got 8,000 subscribers now, Jane.
Oh,
You're
shush
creeping up.
now.
Give her a little
Shush
subscribe.
now. Oh, have you told well, you won't have done. I got a mysterious spike in my subs the other day and I got hold of Danny and said, "What's going on?" And Danny just said, "Oh, that's really good. It's just what happens. Never happens to me." Next day, all gone. They'd all
It was
gone.
me.
There was
I made
obviously
50. I made 50 channels up overnight. Made you get
Sent them all to me.
made you get excited, and then when you said the next
I
day,
would-
then I just took them all off.
This is what I have to put up with. But yeah, you just never know. You never know. But
You
yeah,
never know.
so lovely plot, David.
Thank
Bit
you.
jealous. I
Yeah.
always say this time of year they're not going to look like that.
No, it's a bog right now.
Jane,
Good.
They are.
Good. I'm
Jane,
glad
they
to
are,
hear
look. They are.
it. Oh, look
I'm like,
at
hey,
that.
I'm naturally DP here. Look at this. I'm like the next JB here with my chili.
I think. Excuse me, that leaf looks a bit dodgy.
No, this is supposed to be like this. This one. Oh, there is a
What?
dodgy leaf. And I don't
Brown.
look at that
That
one.
is a brown leaf. Come on now. Come on, Danny.
I got more. I got more.
Yeah, brown leaf. But
I've had a scorch issue, all right? I've had a scorch. I got one year that I haven't got a brown leaf.
oh, that's better. But it's twice the
Yeah.
size of mine. Mine are tiny.
I
But
think
when
I
did
sowed
you-
them a
Mine
little
too,
bit
Jane.
earlier, I think.
Yeah,
Mine
they'll
are
catch
too.
up though, Ali,
Yeah.
won't they? Yeah, they'll catch
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
You know.
They will catch up. And also,
I'm always
Jane,
happy when they get a true leaf,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Speaking of true leaves, Jane.
Yeah.
What's this?
Come on, guess
I think
what it is.
I think you planted a rhino.
Elephant garlic.
It's
No.
no.
I
Is
know.
any-
Robin, what is it? You should know what this is, Robin.
Not sure. It could be anything.
Okay,
Asparagus?
so
Ginger.
something that give
Robin.
that man a medal. It's
Oh.
See,
ginger.
my
It
ginger's
is.
doing nothing. My
Oh.
ginger's just thinking about it.
That's my second lot of ginger. I did ginger in
Really?
the supermarket, and it just went. Bleh. But this one I actually did buy.
Proper ginger.
The actual,
Yeah.
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 And it's it's actually coming up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never grown it before. But I know
No.
Audrey,
Mine- yeah.
real food comes dirty. She's doing it. Oh, come! I think that
Yeah.
needs to be a bit closer.
Mine's
to the
doing
camera,
nothing, Robin.
That is the only
Oh!
one. And the
Well,
first
I've
one I
only
did
got
back
two.
in
No.
January.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I dug around and it's doing something, but nothing like that kind of shoot.
No,
Well
I
done.
thought that I didn't think that you were
I
supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Plant them.
No.
I thought
I
you were supposed
pulled
to put
mine
them
out
on-
of the soil to see, and it's
Yeah.
done nothing.
I thought you had to put them on top of the soil and then let
Yeah,
them.
well,
On top of the soil.
Danny, you've got brown leaves,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Mine are doing nothing.
Yeah.
What?
Just if you need to grow it, just ask me a question. I don't
Yeah.
mind passing on a couple of tips.
If anyone wants to know anything about ginger, go over to Robin's channel, and Robin will
She's
tell you all
just
about
saying,
it. Robin will
just
tell you all
saying.
about it.
Yeah, just saying.
But it's right, you're right, because any tubers, so like dahlias, I put my dahlias in and they're sort of
Are
nestled.
they in
I would
though,
say
Jane? Are
nestled
they
in
in,
the soil.
Jane?
They're nestled in the soil. Some of them are. Nestled. I've ordered some others a couple of days ago because there was free postage. And yeah. They will go in.
Look,
But,
if you gift in 10 memberships, make sure one of them's Jane Kelly. Make sure it's Jane.
It's Look been buying memberships again.
He's a bloody
Look,
good man.
come on now.
Honestly, he is the talk of my allotment at the moment, Locke. Every time I walk past now, someone goes, new trellis. Locke bought that, did he? No,
Yeah.
Locke did not buy that at all. It was my pocket money. I got a paper round.
You know how you've got that sign for first tunnels that you keep bringing up because they've been really
No.
good, haven't they?
No.
I know that. Yes, the one that you very often casually just show. I think you need to have Locke's picture everywhere. You need to have Locke's picture. Locke, you need to send a picture so Danny can
I should have one
immortalise
saying.
you in his
I
allotment.
should have one saying, "Grow Up Channel sponsored by Locke."
Yeah,
That's
you
what
should.
I should have.
You should. You'd have it on a t-shirt. I think
Next
that's
week
what you
for
need
sure.
to do. Definitely.
Definitely
He is
needs
very
to have one.
kind. Very kind.
Very kind.
Very kind. Very
Is that
generous.
your dog? Is that your dog, David?
Is what the dog?
Is that your dog going? "Mm"? Oh, it's bloody
Well, I
Rocky,
was on
isn't
mute,
it?
so I hope it's.
No,
It's
it's
Rocky.
Rocky.
It's Rocky.
Bloody Rocky, the bloody limelight stealer.
It's Mike. It's Mike in the corner. I won't let him out. No, it's Rocky. He's lying here. Just
Although
moaning
they are
at me.
snoring.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was I going
that's-
to... I've lost my trail of thought now. Oh,
Right,
I know
so-
I was going to... Go on, Jane.
No, I'm just wondering what you were all talking
Oh.
about.
I know what we should do. I think Locke's just given...
I'll never know.
Locke's just given another 10. Thank...
Oh, come on now. Level bronze. What does that even mean?
Jane, are you a level bronze?
I've got no idea. Am I there? I hope not.
Jane, if you do, you'd be inclined then to... Oh, Rocky, God, somebody give that dog a
Sorry.
Rennie.
No, it's just grumbly. He does it all the time.
Thank you
That's
so
what
much,
they
Locke.
do.
It's really kind of you.
That is
really,
very
really
kind of you, Locke.
It- I only have Jane on you now, right? Purely for this reason.
I
'Cause
know.
it torments the hell out of her. It does,
I
honestly.
know.
Let's
I just.
let's talk
I
about.
wouldn't mind if I got a cut of it. We don't get a cut of it at all. We just have
Oh.
to put up with Danny. But, you know.
you now. Honestly,
All right. How
I
many
made you the
members has
woman
Locke?
you are.
Well, that's not a very good recommendation at all, is it?
Right,
That's
I
not
think
very
I'm going to address these questions about topping
think you
because there's quite a
should.
few there now. And I've got a few as well. There's one about black hollyhock as well, so we'll get through them as well. So the veg plot thickens have asked, are you topping your peppers? I've topped some of them. What about you lot? Are you?
They're not big enough to top. What do you mean? When they grow? When they
I've
go to a
done
certain
Yeah, I
some.
need to
size.
I've
wait
done
for a
some.
second leaf first.
Yeah.
I normally do mine when they're about. David, what about you? When do you top? Normally about 8 inches or?
No, I just don't. I have done in the past, but I usually plant quite aggressively, so I don't really want it to be like massive. I kind of want it just a couple of stems, so I usually just leave it be.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm going to try both again this year, and then
I've never topped my peppers, but then I've never got a good crop
Me
of
neither.
peppers.
It's just extra
So-
work.
King
Yeah,
of the North.
yeah.
I told
how
you,
many
Jane,
peppers
get
do you
some King of
want?
the North.
Well, I've got some. I think you sent me some peppers, Ali. I've got some of them in, and I've got some of this called sweet,
Yep.
tasty mix or something, which look quite nice. But yeah,
Ali-
I would.
Ellie's trying to kill us. She sent me ahi mango labeled 25,000 Scoville. I planted them. I watched another channel. They're 100 to 150,000
She blooming
Scoville.
sent them to me
Now,
as well.
honest to God, no. I got
I
that
sweat on a-
information off the internet, so
I sweat
It's
on a
all
corner.
fair
What's she
and
trying to
love
do
and
to
more.
me?
Ali,
can't
have you
be-
grown them? Have you grown them before? I want to know.
I don't eat them. No, I don't eat them.
Ali,
Oh no!
Ali,
honest to God, I
I
give them
challenge
to my
you to a
daughter.
chili.
I give it to my
I
daughter.
challenge you to a chili
Yeah.
challenge, Ali. You need to trace all your chilies that you grow. You don't even grow them.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
So
Robert.
regarding
Go on, Rob.
topping, I don't top my peppers, but I do top my alliums.
I don't eat them.
Yeah, say it again, Robin.
I said I don't top my peppers, but I do top my alliums. My
Really?
onions and leeks and shallots. Yeah. They get a couple of haircuts while they're inside growing before they go out.
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
It really improved the game.
Yeah.
So
I
Yeah,
did-
yeah.
So, Digwell says only top them if there are no side shoots. I think he's on about the chilies and peppers.
All
To be
right,
honest, I didn't really want to click on that. I accidentally clicked on it. I didn't want to highlight that man's channel any more than I do, but that was
you're
an
such a
accident.
Richard.
So don't subscribe and don't look at Digwell Greenfinger's channel. Don't do it at all.
Yeah,
A
horrible
horrible
man.
I just mentioned his channel name. I'll beat that out
Oh.
later on.
Yeah.
We'll answer some of these questions. Robin, a few of them are for you today, and one's for Ali. So this one's I'm going to guess for you, Robin. Ginger question: can I top them? Are they they're almost 1 meter long and start to bend?
no, I wouldn't top the ginger, but they
How
do
big?
take a minute to
I
sprout.
know.
Are they
Blimey
supposed
now.
to get that big?
I think Ginger Spice was about 5'7", so
A
maybe.
bit bigger.
Oh, I'm going to regret all these little moves tomorrow when
Oh my
when
God,
the pay
David.
releases are.
It's like
What did they-
bamboo.
Ooh.
Oh, look at him bragging this
Oh,
well
boy.
done.
No.
But
Well
it's like
done.
Gorgeous,
bamboo.
though. It is gorgeous,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? In that little
How did you get it
pot.
like that? It's in a blooming
I
tank.
planted
That's in
it
a
and then
coma
just completely
container.
Forgot about it.
So how long ago did you plant that, David?
Ooh,
How
I
long
don't
ago
know.
did
I
you
think-
plant it?
2009.
Just last week.
Years ago?
No, I think it was like mid-January, and it's just
See?
been
Oh.
an idea
Oh
to
my
pull,
God. Mid-January, mine aren't even
Oh,
sprouted.
that's
from-
incredible.
They're under grow lights though, David. That's under a grow
No.
light.
No.
Oh,
really?
but it's got to be on a windowsill or something.
No, he probably put it up in the
Radiator.
snow the way this boy's bragging you now. Get him off my channel.
It was
Show
on
it
the
a
dining
solar.
room table for a bit.
Yeah, so has it not had a heat mat or anything like that?
No.
No?
No.
Wow. Oh, no, I feel really...
It was from Sainsbury's. It's just Sainsbury's
rubbish,
organic.
So if anyone's asking what that is, that's actually a piece of ginger, right, David?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
I
seen
couldn't
someone.
get
I think there's a
organic
lot.
ginger anywhere.
Wow. Oh, I bet Steve Digwell could get that on his avocado. Bet he'd have.
Someone
Let's
just
have
said something
another-
about dahlias. You
Go
said
on. Oh, sorry. I'll ask the
about
Dahlia one
taking
first. Today.
cuttings off dahlias.
There you go. Adam Heath who says, does anyone take cuttings from the Dahlia tubers and does it weaken them? Actually, well, go on. Does anyone answer this before I say something? Because I know the answer.
I can answer it. I can answer
Go on.
it.
Go on,
if
Jane.
you've got
First time I've ever grown them.
if you
Really?
get, when you're setting your dahlias off, which we should all be doing round about now. So
Adam,
Oh, what did you kick her off, Danny?
Tony O'Neill says that actually you get better dahlias off the cuttings. So yeah.
Are we ready?
Oh no, I've already told. I
Sorry,
told them.
Jane,
Jane.
you got cut off.
I know. I heard exactly what he said. No, you can't. If you've got more than about 5 shoots coming off your dahlias, take a couple off. It won't weaken the tuber. But if you've only got 2 shoots, leave them on. You know, it's not worth taking them off and potting them up. So yeah. So I keep thinking you cut me off again. So
No,
3 shoots.
I wouldn't do that to
If
you.
you've got more than 3 shoots, cut the extra
Yes,
shoots
he
off.
did, Jane.
And let them-
Yes,
I
he
know.
did.
Do you see, Ali? Do you see?
Nice, yeah.
Honestly, he's got
The stuff you have to put up with to be on this channel.
I know.
So yes, does that make any sense? So do take cuttings. Don't take too many cuttings off your tuber. Try and leave 2 to 3 strong shoots on your tuber, and your tuber will remain nice and healthy.
And there you go. See,
you right
you
there,
do-
Danny?
I
know
I'm
stuff.
flabbergasted. I know you know stuff.
I know some stuff.
Why don't you
Yeah.
ever tell me this stuff? I always get the
never
nonsense off it. You always send me the nonsense messages.
I'll get you one of those glasses, Jane, that says I drink and I know stuff.
Yeah,
Got one.
she did drink, all right. So the Lottie plot. He said, "Did you manage to get Locke as a special guest?" No, he don't want to come on.
Oh, come on.
Not that he
Why?
doesn't want to. It's just no.
Come
He
on.
said he did explain it to me. He said that he's got a worse filter than Ali, and I mean we're at 51 minutes, right? And
Oh,
Ali
yeah.
hasn't said the B word yet.
I've got there's a sign here that says don't swear. And
Yeah.
frickin' heck, keeping
I
that.
sent it.
It's tough to do. It's tough. Yeah.
It is tough to do. Ali, there's a question for you. How long do the black hollyhocks take to flower? I sowed them last week.
Well, they're not gonna flower this week, so it'll be a while. But usually mine come out. Mine come out about end of summer. Yeah, they should.
beautiful.
And they come out at the end of summer, and they never stop. They just keep going
Mm.
until the frost gets them.
They are beautiful.
And you can
yeah.
save seeds from them. 1 million.
Yeah.
You'll get, it's like marigolds. You get 1 flower, you get 1 million seeds.
Mm.
Jane Locke says you can poke him in the chest. Jane, I'll just laugh.
I'd
Oh,
love
do you know
to.
what? I
I'd
was
love
in
to.
uni. I was in
can't.
uni yesterday, and I am a bit of a prankster. You know, you might have noticed sometimes. And someone come behind me and they stuck their fingers in either side of my ribs. They didn't know, and they
That you
just
had
thought they
broke-
just. Oh, I
ribs?
tell you what, I had to go home. I had to go home. It wasn't because of that, but God, yeah.
They did though.
Tell
They
you
did
honest,
though. I told them.
Honestly,
and said I'd send
I
the
was-
check.
I was screeching like Jane Kelly, honestly. So can we just ask a question, right, to the panel, not to you, lot, well, to
Sure.
everyone. Do you think Jane shrieks? Because she seems to think she does, and I don't actually think this. I
I
was nice
don't.
with. No, me. I think there's a voice
Well,
of
they
an
can't
angel.
say
She's like
yes, can they?
she's
they
like a
can't say
mature
yes.
Charlotte Church.
I used to call Jane the giggling gardener.
Yeah.
So I'm being
Then she
deadly
took off the
serious, and
gardener
people
part,
think
Jane. Just the giggling now.
I
Are we
reckon
frozen?
that
Is it me? Is it
No.
me? My head's
No.
moving. My head's moving.
I
Head's
reckon
moving.
Yeah.
that certain accents are more suited to YouTube. I
Yeah.
think people like listening to certain accents.
I agree,
Not
though.
me personally. I think the Geordie accent tends to go down very well because it's up and down. It's got. And I said Welsh is a little bit like a pretend Geordie accent. So the Welsh people are trying to say.
I'm sorry.
Oh, see, cut her off. Oh, that's it.
I'll have you know, right? I've got Welsh viewers, Jane.
Up and
Go
down,
over and
up and down.
unsubscribe from her channel. All you Welsh people know she don't deserve us. I know you mean like there's some gardeners like JB could talk about anything, wouldn't he? And he just got to have like, hi guys.
Just that lovely soft voice.
Welcome back to
I
the
know.
garden. He's just got it, hasn't he?
But that's like Amir.
He could.
I mean, you could
Amir's
listen
another
to
one.
Amir for
Amir.
hours. Yeah.
Amir
for
could be like,
hours.
hello, I've just killed all my family. But
It's
we'd all be like,
it's
what a great
porn
guy.
star.
Aw.
Yeah.
What a great guy. Have you seen his new shirt? Anyone seen his last
yes.
video?
All
with
the
butterflies?
butterflies.
Oh,
Yeah, lovely.
That's a Malvern.
Yeah.
He got it from Next, if anyone's asking. I messaged him last night saying, right, stud, where'd you get the shirt from? I think his wife might appreciate that 11 o'clock at night, but
Yep.
I told him he should wear it to Malvern. It's a that's a Malvern shirt.
Yeah, he's got a lovely
paid-
soft porn voice. Yeah.
A what?
A soft porn
Ali.
voice, you know?
I
Ali!
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, Ali.
You're delving into the wrong areas, yeah.
Right. Back to
Poor old Ali. Poor old Mia, more like. God. What a
Canadian
compliment for
accent.
Mia. I'll tell him.
Canadian.
Our avocado. Moving on to avocado. Go on, Jean.
This is you as well, Ali. I love the Canadian accent. And I think it's mainly down to Fargo. I'm a huge Fargo fan. And it's just listening to that accent. It's what is
Hang
it?
on,
they
is
say?
Fargo hang on.
Okay, that's American. They're North Dakota. Yeah.
No,
North Dakota.
Dakota.
Hang on,
Dakota.
who's the guy
It's
that's
near enough?
Yeah.
who's
It's
the
near
guy that
enough.
kidnapped Oliver? Oh no, that was Fagin. I think it was.
No, Fagan's something completely different. But no, I do love the Canadian accent. It's like Canadian people with Canadian accents can do no wrong. And then there's Ali.
There's
Yeah, see-
no,
See, people in
People
Canada
get
don't think
confused.
they have an accent. Yeah.
No,
Ali, people get
yeah.
confused though when I always call you Jackie on the comments as well, didn't they?
I know.
I've had people
I
messaging me
know.
saying, why do you
Who's Jackie? Yeah.
they say who's Jackie? And then but yeah, so I call Ali Jackie because if anyone's ever seen Roseanne, whenever I hear Ali's voice, it reminds me of Jackie, Roseanne's sister. They got the same voice. I think she actually dubs for her. And she and you call me Benny, don't you?
Oot, oot. It is, Claire.
Yep.
It's oot, oot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people always question. Oh, bye, Steve. Thanks for coming, mate. Bye. Sorry, we're keeping you up.
Has
He
anyone
goes
said-
to watch something
Right.
else, I think. Go on, Jane.
You've got
Well,
lots
let's
of
back in the room.
questions.
I know. Should I answer some of them?
I think you
Right.
should.
I go on
Oh,
you.
yeah,
We'll
sure.
try and
Let's
get
do.
rid of a couple of them. Are avocados good to grow? No. Go on. Anyone else?
No.
I've never grown.
No. No.
I'm
won't
always
grow
amazed
here.
when other
Work
people
Watch
in the
do.
David now. David will show us a triffid now. Oh, I grew one in a yakult pot.
Yes.
No, I've got a
You'll
lot
just-
of fruit trees, but avocados not one of them.
Yeah.
Isn't it one that people stick it on a stick? You put a stick through the
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
and
that's the
hold it
one,
over
Jane.
yeah.
Yep. Toothpicks and in a glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diggle was you now. He'd say,
Yeah.
I don't have a van, but I do avocado. I can see him saying it now. I can see that man saying it. Now he's
Oh,
gone.
grandpa jokes.
Oh, he's terrible for him. Next question.
That's as bad as his car joke yesterday with the
He's
crows.
terrible
Yep.
for him, honestly. But it amuses him, so I always just laugh and pretend I'm laughing and I'm not. What can we be
Crying
used
on
to
the
keep
inside.
slugs away? Last summer we had so many in the garden. Anyone want to answer this?
Fingers.
Nematodes.
A bathtub.
I use
A
nematodes.
bathtub. Yeah.
My nematodes are coming
Yeah, no, I
tomorrow.
don't
Do
bother.
anyone else use nematodes? Robin?
I have done
David?
before.
No,
No.
don't hate me,
Yeah.
but I
Look
don't
what
really
you
have
do.
a
I use a
slug
bathtub.
problem.
David looks like you do. Come on,
Yeah.
David. Beat
I
people.
do.
Yeah, whatever.
There you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Ruth
boy can
swears
come
by
on again.
nematodes. Ruth swears by nematodes for us slugs, but I think one of your preventative
How do you know if
measures-
they're working though?
We haven't got no
You don't get any
slugs.
slugs.
You see my
You've
cabbages
got
in
slugs.
the
You have slugs.
No, not like them. They go
Oh,
next door
yeah,
now.
Right, yeah.
Preventative
yeah.
measure before you get your slugs, make sure there's nobody
Yes.
for the slugs to hide and loiter
Well, we'll-
and wait for you to turn your back. Just keep
I
the
use
ground
beer
clear as
traps
nearly
and
as you can.
bathtubs. Yeah.
Oh,
beer
Abby,
traps
you're
and
a brutal
bathtubs.
woman. You're a brutal.
I
you're
am.
a
I'm
brut-
a bitch when it comes to slugs. I
That's
Bath,
the
yeah.
first one.
bath.
That's the first one.
What
She
do you
can
do with
say
the bathtub, Lally? What's
she
the
had a
bathtub?
bath
It's
in
a
them.
bathtub full of beer.
That's
Well,
Gerald's
I've got little tubs all over the garden full of soapy water. So it's just, come on, boys, let's go for a bath. And then they go to the soapy water.
Kerry,
Kills
dog
them
on the
instantly.
plot is watching this.
And
now.
if it
She'd
doesn't
be
kill them
afterwards
instantly, at least they're
protesting about this.
clean when they dry. Yeah.
They're clean.
Oh.
Yeah. You see, I'm a
Ali.
big softie. We
I
had
can
a
send them to
woodlouse in
her
our
house.
bath. Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah, no email.
I've always
No.
sworn, but we will see this year because Gemma's converted over to nematodes as well, and she has terrible slug issues. So we'll see on hers, but I
She
don't
does.
seem
She
to have
has
many
awful.
problems with.
Yeah.
So she's
Ducks
tried.
are good for
She's
slugs.
converted over a
No,
little
I
bit.
don't have it. Yeah.
I swear by the nematodes. David, do you like them though? Using them?
I'd heard that too, Gene. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Good
think
one.
the only issue is they're getting them more and more expensive these days.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. See,
Yeah,
they are. Should we ask another question?
See, I always
What-
say,
oh,
yeah,
that's the wrong
gardeners
one.
are cash cows
Go
now.
on.
Yeah.
We are, and we fall for it every time.
Absolutely.
Especially the gadgets,
Yeah.
Jane.
Let's not go there.
Feel free to ask a question.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not the right question. There, hang on. I don't
That's
want to do it
Linda.
today, honestly.
It's Linda.
What's best to keep slugs away? Had loads last year in our so we've had that question. Yeah, that's pretty much. So I would honestly, I don't like you throwing these names up, but I get mine from gardening naturally, and it makes no odds to me where you get them from. But yeah, I just think give them a water now, and they're a perfect thing. You know, I never seem to have many slugs then, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. Jane, have you had them as well? You had nematodes.
I did them for vine weevils, and I wasn't convinced, to be honest. But I know that people.
Jane, you left her in your greenhouse for about 2 months. Then
Had a
poor
gr-
nematode.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think they worked.
What's
very
glass
well.
mulch? Glass mulch. Anyone use glass mulch?
No.
I'm guessing this might be
Glass.
grass.
Grass. Ah, okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just keeps your soil cool.
I haven't,
and
no, because
weed free.
but I know Hugh Richards. He used grass last year in his polytunnel, and he said that it kept the moisture and stuff. So
Yeah.
I suppose it could be. I just haven't got a
Just
grass
taps it.
pass on nothing to do yet. Do frogs eat slugs? They do, but they're only the small
But
ones.
not a lot.
People always
Yeah,
think
not a
there's
lot.
Not
Not
very
enough.
often. I mean,
Unless you've got really big. Unless you've got really big frogs.
or French frogs.
French frogs.
French like the slugs and the frogs, but not me. I'll stick to the
Someone
Welsh.
Squelch mulch. Waste of money.
But again, people will buy it because they think it's
They
going to be
will.
a miracle thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Yes.
what's been around
Yeah.
for years, and someone has
Yeah.
now advertised it.
Yeah.
and
Moving on.
branded it.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
Branded
I have
it.
a problem with
Another
lily
fad.
beetles
Yeah.
every year. Other than squashing them, is there
See, we
anything
don't
I can
have
do?
those yet here in Canada.
Lily beetles.
Talcum powder. Talcum powder.
Okay. I
There
said
we are.
before about my asparagus beetles, and I thought they were lily beetles,
Beetles
but they're
don't
not.
like
The lily
talc.
beetles are red. So, but we're
Talcum
not allowed to
powder.
have talc anymore. We're not allowed to. That sort of. I don't even know. You probably get talc for babies.
I don't think
anymore,
I
but
don't.
it's-
I don't think you can get talc anymore. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh,
Someone's
don't know.
just asked actually.
Should we talk-
What
go
are
on.
nematodes? That would be a good question. I don't know exactly what they are. I know they're little tiny.
So why do you bring it up for?
Because I
'Cause
thought
it's a
you
question
might
in
know,
the chat.
Danny. Yeah.
Let's see if I can answer. David, do you know this answer before I answer it?
Aren't they basically just like little parasitic worms?
yes.
They are. They're just, and that's, oh yeah, that's it. So
Aren't
pretty
they
much,
lovely?
it sounds brutal, but so what happens is you water the eggs in, and then they hatch in your soil. It's best to do it before it rains. You don't want to do it in the summer or anything because the soil will dry out too quickly and the eggs will die. You want them to just multiply in the soil, and then they infest basically the slug. And this, cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. And then they crawl inside the slug and they kill the slug from inside, and then the
Eat them
slug
from the
basically just
inside out.
compost down and dies inside the soil. So they don't. But you tend to try and do it before the slug's too big. It's still effective, but I would advise if you're gonna get some, and it doesn't affect you, doesn't nothing will harm you or nothing. They're in the soil anyway. Actually, what you're doing is you're just increasing the population of them. So all soils got nematodes in them anyway. Look at me looking like I know what I'm talking about.
Well,
But yeah, so basically they're already in the soil, so you're just increasing the population of them. And I swear by them, honestly. I do swear by them. Last year there was a massive shortage of them, and I noticed that knocked my crop a little bit. But the year before, I never had a hole in a cabbage.
But then
Anyway.
Jay's given a really good description there. Beneficial nematodes are tiny, usually microscopic roundworms that can be applied to control. Yeah, that's the one. Nematodes move within moist soil and enter a suitable host.
Yeah.
They, along with an associated bacteria, kill the host within a few days. But there is the argument, and I know Steve Flitton put it up on the Facebook group earlier today about slugs and people being encouraged.
I don't think it does here,
part of your
Nicola.
ecosystem. And it's just interesting because if you have got a perfect ecosystem, then slugs will form a valuable part of that because they provide food. But who has got a perfect ecosystem? We can try as much as we can do, but it does take a while, and it's disheartening if it's going to take you 4, 5, 6 years to get to that. It's tricky.
Another thing that is good for the slugs, and I wanted to bring this up actually today. I don't know if there's going to be a video on Sunday. I don't know, but we'll see. But
there will be.
There will be.
Hey!
The hedge. So you remember? So this one was Fonz, and this one was Archie. No, this one was Archie. And
that's a great picture.
Yeah,
look at that.
That is a good picture, to be fair. And I am so pleased to tell you that another plot holder is Lisa. She's bought another nature camera, so we've got a few dotted around site now. So this one is Fonz. So Fonzie's back out. So this was taken the other day on the
evil there. He looks devilish.
Evil there. I could tell it's Fonz though because of the way he is. And then so I dropped my camera down, and because I know you shouldn't have a favorite hedgehog, but I do.
We don't have hedgehogs.
Really? Oh, yes, that's really sad. But I was worried about Archie because he's my favorite. So Archie, did you see the video then? Did it come out?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Archie came out of under the shed from mine as well. So yeah, 2 of them out of the 5 so far have come out of hibernation. So I'm really pleased about that. So yeah. Go on.
Just going back, leopard slugs. They're meant to be good, aren't they?
Good.
The big ones.
A lot of people remove them, and they actually eat the slugs. God, they're like the carnivores of the world.
Know your slugs.
Know your slugs before you throw them over someone else's plot.
I don't drown leopard slugs.
No. Good.
No.
How do you know, Ali? How do you know which ones you don't say, hang on, don't have a beer?
Yeah.
No, they're brown or they're spotted. The spotted ones have a nice feature.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Robin. She's been a bit quiet there, Robin.
She's asleep.
I know, bless her. Robin, let's talk about... Robin, I tell you something I want to talk about, actually, that I had a little snoop and stuff, is this. I really want a cold frame, and I seen you built this, and this was built, right? This is not...
So, actually, I bought it commercially, but you can build it.
Really?
I did.
That was a bit high, wasn't it? Yeah, but I was really impressed by that. I might make one of them and might even link you in there, Robin. I think you're quite a creative person.
Danny.
I'll make one.
It really works. I do spinach and onions every year, spring onions in there, and they keep it even in our sub-zero temperatures.
I really want a nice big cold frame down the one side of the polytunnel. So that's one of my missions when I get bend and I'm not like an 8-year-old pensioner. If anyone started showing like is there poly...
He needs a cold frame.
I saved some.
No.
I had to have my
really
shower
need a cold frame. If anyone wants to buy me a cold frame, I'm quite happy to buy my own cold frame. But I want to
get my shower redone, and I saved the glass, so I'm hoping to make a homemade one from my shower glass.
All right, okay.
There's a sorry, I didn't mean to do that then, Robin. There's actually a guy on my plot. I'll try and take a picture of it next time I do a video, Robin, and show you. I'll send it to you. He's made one out of a shower door that lifts open, and it looks like Snow White's sleep who fell asleep? Snow White did, didn't she? And she was putting
No.
yes.
No,
Yeah,
that was
Sleeping Beauty fell asleep.
I
Yeah,
think
but
the
Snow White
sleeping
did as
bit
well.
gets it away.
Snow
No,
White
because
did
Snow
in
White did as well.
a
Oh,
glass
the
coffin.
dwarfs and
Yeah, she was in a glass coffin. Yeah,
Okay.
she was in a
They all
glass
fell
case.
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like that. It's all made out of glass, and he's got the shower
Yeah.
lid for the top.
Okay.
But yeah, Jane, should
Now-
we talk about something that let's talk about you. Jane, go on,
look,
what's
they're
going
my
on
little
here?
tiny peppers.
Look at these. They're looking all right, though, Jane.
Okay, so the ones at the back, they are Korean chilies and
They're Valley.
champion chili. No, they're actually off JB.
No.
And then sweet peppers on the left at the back of that sweet tasty mix. And these ones at the front are the ones I'm really looking forward to. And you can see they're just coming out now. And I only put them in, well, it says there, 29th of Feb. So what's that? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
And they're the padron peppers, which are the ones I've never grown or eaten before. I don't think I have. And I'm really looking forward to having them just grilled. People have said they're really great to, just have on their own. So yeah. But they are coming through, and I've got really excited about them because they're new. Yes.
I want to ask a little request about those.
Okay.
When we go to Malvern in May,
No.
can you bring me one of those so I can put in Tony's van?
I'll bring one. I'll
I don't want it that size.
Got it, and then I'll leave it in the car. Yeah, no, I'll bring you one. Of course I will.
And it'll
See,
die
it's
in
not
the
true,
heat.
Jane. See, Jane, it's not true. We do get on, and I don't ever pick on you, and I don't make pictures like this just to show the world.
Okay, so if I have a swear jar, then you have to have a lying jar.
I don't pick on her at all. Honestly,
I tell you what I'll do. I'll swap you a padron pepper for that little bit of glass that's due in the shed. It's ever so drafty. Ever so drafty in there. Ever so drafty.
It's got to be done now. I feel like I've held on to that for too long. I can't part with it.
Just been a year. Just been a year.
Can't part with it. You know what else has been a year though? I want to talk about. Malcolm Kingswell hasn't done a YouTube video for exactly a year last Sunday. Isn't that crazy? A whole year.
Yeah. It flies by.
Do you talk to him?
I do, yeah.
Do you
He's
talk
doing
to
all
him,
right.
Danny? Yeah.
Yeah, he don't want me to speak to him, but I do.
No, you do.
I do still harass him. Yeah. No, I did think about it, but I just kind of thought people have kind of accepted he's not there now, and would it surface it back again? And I'm sure he's enjoying his retirement for sure. But he is sadly missed. And I do miss him. But he's doing all right.
He is, yeah.
Someone just said, "What are the peppers chilies called that you often get with takeout kebabs?"
I think
the
they're
green
the
ones.
padrons.
I think they're either padrons or the Tony O'Neill will know this now. We'll ask Tony O'Neill. But I think you might be right. I think they might be the padrons.
Yeah, because some are hot. Is it? I know, Emma, you were saying Garden of Emma. 1 is hot and 9 are not. So it's a bit like a chili roulette type thing. So you can bite into one. It might not be hot, but then 1 in 10 are quite spicy. So, yeah. Can I just ask while I'm here, bringing up the idea of the mulch and the grass mulch and the strulch.
Yeah.
What do each of you use, and what do the people in the chat use as to mulch? With?
Straw.
Compost.
Straw.
Compost.
Straw.
Yeah. Do you not use, Danny? Do you not use chicken bedding? What do you do with your chicken bedding? No.
I put it in the compost heap.
So it comes down.
I don't put anything on the beds apart from a good mulch of compost, and that's it.
What about you, Robin?
Well, in the vegetable bed, because it's a polyculture and so tight, I really don't,
You don't have
mulch.
Yeah.
But in the flower beds, I
Just
use
snow-
a
just
wood
snow.
chip mulch, translated as bark.
All right. Okay. What about you, David?
Up until this year, it was pretty much just grass. But I did fall victim to the strulch. I did buy a bag.
Did it work? Did it work for you?
Well, I don't know yet because it's
okay.
this year. So I put it on the long bed in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
But then after realizing how much it is, I then bought there's a couple people that use horse bedding, which is almost the same thing. And
that's what Tony uses. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where I got it from. So I'm going to
Me
try
too.
that.
That's
Oh,
right,
he'll,
straw
he'll,
from-
he's watching this. He'll like that. He'll be at home now, tilting back in his chair that you've just said that.
Well,
Yes,
no, that's
they're
what I
watching
was saying.
me.
Our chicken bedding is it's used for horses. It's and it's miscanthus grass. We get the lavender scented ones to give them a good night's sleep. But it's just basically it's miscanthus grass, and it breaks down. It just breaks down really, really well, and that combined with the chicken manure itself. Brilliant. So we can either put it all in the compost bin and just wait for it, or what we've
Kerry
been doing
Dog
over the
on the
winter
plot
is
says-
just throwing it out.
Just check it on. Oh.
Yeah.
Kerry
check it
said
out.
she wasn't impressed by Strelch, so if she doesn't like it, then nobody will.
It might work. It's going to work differently for different people in different
It is.
situations.
I know
isn't it?
Tony C. Smith used it, and he said it was garbage. So
Yeah.
Mm.
It
I
is
think it's
tell you-
expensive again,
enough.
though. It is expensive.
Did you ever
Yeah.
have the cocoa shell mulch in the UK?
The cocoa kaya? Yeah, cocoa kaya?
No, the cocoa shells from chocolate.
like shredded husk?
All right. Okay.
The husks.
I think
Yeah.
I
So-
think we did.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
we
a
used
shredded
it.
husk.
You can get it around here and you spread it and it just it smells so good. You walk by and you want a chocolate
Wow.
bar
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
I agree with you, Robin.
It
It doesn't feel nice,
It,
so does it?
it molds.
Sherry-
It molds quickly.
Yeah.
Sherry says, "What is Strelch?" So, David, what is Strelch? It's
It's a
basically
straw
isn't it?
smelt.
Expensive straw mulch, but I think it's meant to have some sort of like, I don't know whether coating's the right word.
It's
but
got
there's
some
supposed
sort
to
of
be
chemical,
something
isn't
in
it?
it. Yeah, which I think the idea
That
is
the
to
don't
deter
like.
slugs. I don't know whether it works.
But
It
our
doesn't work.
chicken bedding is a huge, huge bag of bedding. Again, it's meant to be used for stables and things. Lasts us for about 5-6 months at a time. It's £7. You know, or it might have gone up to £7.50 since I last got it, and it was probably the equivalent to at least 10 bags of Strelch. You know, but it's got lavender in it, which again is a natural antiseptic. But it is, and it's an antiseptic, isn't it? You know, so it's
I
a
think-
win-win.
I think I was getting it less for the whole slug angle and more just as a mulch.
As
So I
a
think it
mulch,
makes sense to do
I
it.
personally think, though, if you're spending that amount of money on one bed, nothing that you put in that bed is ever gonna, you're gonna
Repay.
make your money. No, never, ever, and it don't last forever, do it? And then the wind's blowing bits off, but yeah, I
yeah,
don't
the
know.
equine bedding, allotment. Joy says as well. That's the same thing as the equine bedding. I can't remember the name. It's really
That's
good.
I know.
lame. Yeah.
I know Tony uses it, and he uses it on top of his potato buckets to keep moisture in. That's the horse bedding. I've done that as well, so I do need to order some of that actually.
I think it's
You're
That's
right
Rock.
now.
That is Rocky,
That's
mine.
Rocky, that is
First of all, I thought it was David's dog at one point. David, show us your dog. Go on, make the
Oh, come
viewers go.
on.
Ah,
Oh, isn't it? I thought it was a child.
Let's have a look. Oh, it was.
let's make him a star.
Oh, this is just one of the.
Oh,
Oh, it's a sausage. Oh,
pardon?
Oh, he's
What's it
adorable.
She, pepperoni.
Pepper.
Oh.
If anyone's
Aw.
watching this as a podcast, David has not got his sausage out. His dog is on the screen.
Oh, she's beautiful. Look
Not
at
that kind
her.
of life.
Oh.
I do. There is a second one there, but I think she's not having any of it.
No, good for her. Well, I
Not
won't
really.
pick Rocky up because I'd fall off my chair. He's looking at me now. This is because Mike's still at work. Mike's usually back by now, so he's missing Mike. But yeah.
So we all, Ali, you're sewing now, and you got quite a bit of sewing. Look at this, Ali. You got a bit going there. What's not germinated at the back, Ali? What's going on?
That's my
Disco.
tomatoes. That's melons. Melons.
Oh wow. Okay. What sort of melons, Ali?
Sugar baby.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'll have to look now. Sugar baby. Jacari.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. A honeydew one and a blonde one, I think. Let me go look.
Fantastic.
Are you not
That's
trying
good.
that cajo that you sent me? That was delicious.
Mm. I
That's
thought
the
it was-
one. Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
in orange flesh. Oh
Yeah.
my, they're tiny, but oh, so good.
Oh.
Yeah, even
Rob,
my sugar babies were only like the size like this big, but Gerald ate them, so yeah.
But they're only meant to be small, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
you know, hence the name.
She's downstairs, Linda.
We always try and get a couple of dogs on this live, don't we? I've sown.
My
I don't know
dog's
what
downstairs.
Robin, what's this? I was going to ask you, what is this?
It's a caterpillar, Danny.
That
Again,
is
if anyone asks-
the caterpillar of a black swallowtail butterfly, and I plant plenty of
Aren't they
fennel, dill, parsley, and they also go on the carrots. I get this
Rocky
past
don't like
year,
them.
I have
I'm
had
just
so
removing
many
the
of them.
dog.
I'll put the screen up so you can see you not go in, Jane.
I actually had one of the caterpillars cocoon in the garden on a leek, so I got to watch the whole process this past year.
Wow.
They usually crawl away somewhere else.
What about
Wow.
what are you sowing here then, Robin? What's going on?
Oh, those are my plant starts. And I'm trying something new this year, that rescue blanket, the Mylar foil blanket. And I wrap it around three
You've
sides.
made a perfect ecosystem for them.
I'm telling you, I'm loving it. It doesn't look so great in the middle of my dining
Robin's
room,
seedlings.
but hello.
If you have a couple of pints out in town, right? The Samaritans will normally come round and give you one of them free. I had them once before, and I only sat down. I wasn't even drunk. I sat down. I ended up with a mug of soup, a foil wrap, and a pair of flip-flops, which was a bit random, but yeah, I could see Linda in the background laughing. I honestly, God, I only sat down. I was driving, and I ended up with a pair of flip-flops and a tin foil wrap and a cup of soup. And I thought, well, this is handy. It's same me going to McDonald's. Oh, I don't know. David, let's show something else of yours, David. What else have we got? David, when you took over the plot, this is what it was like. So is this your polytunnel? So you recovered it, right?
I've not done the polytunnel yet. That's on my to-do list.
That'd make a good YouTube start, that would.
Well, I've got the polytunnel, and it turns out I'm going to have to redo the greenhouse as well because the base is rotten. So it's going to be a busy 2 months. Hey,
JB's got a couple of videos on how to do a polytunnel if you want.
See,
a couple hundred.
I can use Postcrete, so I think my job's going to be easier.
Oh. If you didn't use this as a polytunnel, you could just put a net over it and use it as a brassica cage, couldn't you? Like a huge
fruit cage.
Or fruit cage.
Yeah.
I think that's what the previous person did.
I'd have it as a polytunnel, I would.
It's already down, so it's not even in the ground anymore. So it will be going back, but basically it was all wonky and everything was all over the place. So I kind of just thought, if I'm going to do all this, I'm going to do it right. So I basically took everything out, just took it back to bare earth.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to start. I think we need to have a little bit of more update about you and your growing spaces, David, because I feel like your Instagram's not showing all this as much as it could be. And you can as well, David. Look at this.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Everybody says start one. Yeah.
Hey, hold on there.
Yeah, everyone says start it.
Go on.
Hold the phone, Amu.
Good.
Yeah.
Why haven't you got the little ringy bits on your what's it?
You haven't got to
See
put
the
them on the
lids?
Jane after it's sealed. You don't need them
once
once
they're
it's
sealed.
Once
sealed.
they seal, it's not recommended.
Why?
Because
Oh my
if it-
goodness.
Yeah.
If
You
it,
can
like,
reuse them.
if it heats up and you've got that on and it unseals, it's then going to kind of force it to reseal, I think, once it cools down a little bit. So you don't want it.
Plus it can-
Interesting.
If it pops off.
Plus it can smash
pop
the
off.
glass. Yeah. Plus it smashes the
Okay.
glass. So if
Never knew
there's
that.
no seal on it, it can pop the top right off and you safely don't have glass and shards everywhere.
Okay.
David, be
Well,
honest though, David.
brilliant.
How many of them are still in the cupboard? Come on. Tell the
None of
truth.
them now, actually.
Don't tell fibs. You still got a beetroot at the back, I know.
No, they're gone.
Well done.
Yeah.
They do go quick. I know sort of during harvesting season when you're preparing them all, you think you don't want to see another one. But I've got 2 daughters who come along. I freeze mine in like takeaway things, put them in the freezer.
Yeah, I do too.
And
the kids
come
steal 'em.
along. And they do, because they're so good.
Yeah.
You know, it is lovely
Well-
to
What have you got in the
them in
freezer,
winter.
Mom? Have you got any beans? Do you have any tomatoes?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's
I
delicious.
don't.
lot
I
of-
don't actually like tomatoes, so all of mine go sauce.
Yeah, but you like tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
I don't know
go.
why.
There you go.
David, have you ever made ketchup?
Oh, kick him
Danny
off!
and
Kick
his
him off!
ketchup.
Kick him off! Get him off! Yep, off you go. On your
What's Ali?
bike. Yeah.
What is Ali gonna send you? No, Ali
still-
just like
I
making.
still
Yeah,
grow.
I
so-
said get on your bike. Yeah. Yeah.
David, you do like
No, I
Ali
don't
will
make
be.
sauce.
Ali will send you some seeds, I'm sure. Is a given. Is a given. Is a
I think
given.
I think I've whittled down now to the point where I only ever really want to grow one variety. Like I've
Don't you
kind
tell
of
me
focused
Oh
on it.
my God, sacrilege!
Get
Well,
him
well,
off
the-
now. Get him off.
Get him off.
Wait till you start a YouTube channel. You'll end up doing 62 varieties.
Well, the first year I grew about 16 of them because I was like, there must be one that I'll actually like. I tried them all. I didn't like any of them, so I thought, right, well, I'm just gonna grow.
I suppose
Grow
if you're
on.
just
Great.
going to grow.
This
use
is where
them for
Jane
canning.
says, "Go on, try it. Send gold. Go on."
I've
Oh,
tried it
no.
You didn't
No?
many
like them?
times.
No.
No.
Do you
That's
like
fair enough.
sweet?
That's
Do
fair
you like
enough.
sweet tomatoes or like more of a smoky tomato?
I don't like tomatoes. I like other ones.
Just non-Ali. It's
It's a good
losing
job I didn't have him on the
You're gonna lose
tomato
him back
special,
again.
isn't it?
No
It's a good
kidding.
job.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, Emma, thank you so
Lord.
much, Emma.
That's very kind of you, Emma. Danny
That is
doesn't
fine.
need it, but there we
Dude, I got. Do you know how much these pain relief is costing me? I'm having to
I
eat into the
bet, I
YouTube
know,
money. To
I know.
keep... I can't. I don't think I can carry on.
So in other words, the donations are allowing your drug habit. That's what you're
It's
actually
piling
saying
up.
there, Danny.
It's paying for Booper.
Enablers. Enablers.
But what's this? I want to know what this
Yeah.
is.
Oh my goodness, there we go.
It's perlite. It's perlite. So, do anyone use perlite or vermiculite?
Yeah,
Both.
occasionally. If I've got any in.
No. No.
Jane, I was shocked when I
No.
seen you putting it all in and mixing it all.
I definitely use both.
Mm.
If it's
Not
on
anymore.
special offer.
Why, David? What dilemma did you have?
Wasn't really a dilemma. I think it's just I started gardening off of YouTube, so I guess I started with like knowing like the most complicated way of doing it. So perliting, vermiculating, and I think I'm kind of working my way backwards now. Like, do I need it?
Yeah.
Is it
I know.
unnecessary?
No.
I know what you mean. Sometimes
No.
you can think, should I use it for everything? I actually used a whole bag of perlite ones before and put it in a bed because I really needed drainage on my other plot for asparagus. It was a terrible bog, and it did work really well for that. But David, I think you need to get on YouTube, and you'll soon change your mind. There is a David. While we're on it, you said YouTube. YouTube was what made you start gardening. Who was your favorite channels? Name the first 5 that you watched. It haven't got to be us, but if it is, but bonus. No, but who were your 5 that you used to go to? Because we've all got 5, and Jane was one of mine. Can you believe it?
I think there was Jesse, plot 37.
Yeah,
JB.
yeah.
There's one in America which I think is it the 1870s homestead?
Mhm.
Really like
Okay.
that one. 5.
Just remember, you're on my live mind.
I know, he's got his finger on the button here.
I
Well,
have.
so-
You're nearly Jane Kelly.
I
You've
think
been
I was
Kelly'd.
on YouTube before
You've
you
been Kelly'd.
started, so that's my excuse.
Jellied.
That's your excuse. What about any others? You've named 3.
No.
Not hard.
Danny, I think you've got the
Tony
spotlight
O'Neill is
on David
Tony
there.
O'Neill is at the screen now. Mine going.
Yes, so like JB's only been going for a couple of years, and Jesse. So that's the thing. So my lot, they've all. I was going to say, Tony, I'm ever so sorry. I nearly said you're all past it now. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant that
Only 2 weeks ago she was on
established.
your bragging saying I was watching Muddy Boots, Tony O'Neill,
No, I was.
because they were all
but-
on with her. Now she's saying they're past it.
But I didn't mean past it. But no, but they're really well established. And the
You've
ones
just
that have
ruined your
kept
channel.
on. I know. But I watched some back then that aren't around anymore at all.
Me too.
Yeah,
Whereas
there's
the
a
ones who
few.
are
There's
still...
a few that have stopped. Yeah.
Ali,
Yeah,
did you ever
yeah.
watch a channel called Jimmy's Allotment? And he used to make a lot of he had a polytunnel, and I think he had an issue with his plot neighbour next door that used to bully him a lot, and he stopped his channel, but I really loved him. He used to make a lot of irrigation in his polytunnel and stuff. Ali, you probably subscribe to him. You subscribe to everyone.
Let me check the list of 300 that I have.
Terry King.
You can't find him anymore. He deleted his channel.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got
and he was one of my favourites. But I also like the Dawn Chorus plot. Remember the Dawn Chorus?
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah, I loved
Alan at Dawn Chorus. Yeah.
And now I'm left with people like Jane Kelly to watch.
Yeah. He just doesn't video anymore, he said, but he watches everybody. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Locke has just said about his neighbours giving him a jar of pesto with some basil that he gave her, and he's looking forward to eating it. Mike's made pesto,
chicken pesto.
Fresh pesto. Oh, fantastic.
On chicken.
The smell,
yeah.
David, I can smell that from here. Fantastic. But at the moment, by us, there's a whole load of wild garlic out. And I have never made wild garlic pesto, and I'd love to give that a go. I don't know if anyone else has tried it.
Well,
Go on. My two favorite pestos are using my lemon drop basil.
You did.
Oh my god, that is so good.
Ooh.
And garlic scape pesto.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find a picture now and show you because I think I've got.
I freeze it. In ice cube trays, and then
Linda, ignore that.
It's the best.
I heard about that though, and then someone said be careful freezing it because of the oil, or is that if you?
It works fine.
Is it okay? Because I know Vivi put something on.
Well, and pine nuts got
so.
Yeah, and pine nuts got so stupid expensive here in the U.S. that I had to start trying some other stuff. Macadamia works really good. Walnuts work really good. Haven't tried hazelnuts.
Try them, toast them, and then the skin just comes off. Ooh, and they can be grounded, and they're good.
Lisa, who I mentioned earlier on about who got the plot camera, who caught some of the hedgehogs. I don't know why we do it actually, because Linda gave me some wild garlic, but outside the plot, there's like a whole field full of wild garlic. So I don't know why we do. But I'm gonna try and put a picture up now. So she makes wild garlic butter, and she absolutely loves it, and never offers any to me, mind. I hope she's watching this and she brings some up then this week.
Well, honestly, when I take Rocky out of a lunchtime, I pick a couple of leaves and I bring it home, and so within half an hour of being picked, it's either chopped up and in a salad or in a sandwich or in scrambled eggs or whatever. But make sure you pick it from somewhere that you know has not been frequented by other creatures.
Look at you with your posh words, Jane. You like Kerry at Dog on the Plot.
You mean Kerry, literate, Danny? Literate.
Kerry. There's literate, and then there's Kerry Dog on the Plot. Let me tell you,
I know.
She's like Oxford. Kerry, what's that word you said the other day? She said, what did she say? Kerry, what's the word that you said? She said, Kerry, what was the word you said? And I dig you for it all the time. It means like lucky, I think.
Was it fortunate?
She said, how fortuitous on a video while she was in her greenhouse.
How fortuitous.
I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I almost spat my Horlicks when she said that. I thought, their viewers don't say fortuitous. And then, do you know what happened? This is the God's truth. The following video that JB brought out, he was in his polytunnel and he said, how fortuitous. I could not believe it. It was like a plague of that word. I think he watched her video and then said it. That's what happened. Copied. He said the same thing. But I couldn't believe it. I thought, I've never heard that word said on a YouTube channel. You know, I'm used to muddy boots, down to earth lad. Me, Terry King, Tony O'Neill, fortuitous. You know? That's how she's getting, but that's a Jane Kelly nonsense. That is.
I think it's just a word. Just a word. It's just yeah. Spell it. That's what I was going to say. Go on, Danny. Spell it. He's looking on his phone now.
No, I'm not. I'm making this wrong now.
Yeah, he is.
I wrote it. No, I wrote it on the screen. I'm just going to check before I do it.
Chive butter, yeah, as well as wild garlic.
We could see you doing that, talking to your phone.
No, I was checking on my phone. I wrote it on the screen already. So I I should know
That's
because
it.
I've.
Oh, that's interesting. You've got it wrong, actually, Danny. That's not how you spell it. No, it is. It is.
It is. I was going to say I was checking on my phone whether or not I typed it right.
Yeah.
But I should know because I've sent it to Kerry quite a few times.
She probably didn't know what you were saying.
I do troll her a
just-
bit now, to be honest, on Instagram. I troll her a little bit. I think she's coming on.
Parsley butter. Yeah,
Parsley
Michelle's saying
butter.
about Michelle's you saying about growing herbs, drying them throughout the winter. I need to do that more. I used to do it a lot, and the last couple of years I haven't really saved my herbs in the same way at all. But
it makes
butter,
it makes the greatest presents. Let me.
So hang on. So Locke just said Jimmy Plot 41B was the dude you were talking about. So Locke, has he left? He's left YouTube now, though, right? He's left because if he hasn't,
he's back. This is new. It's new. His channel is new. He's only got like 300 people.
But is he the same guy that I was talking about?
I don't think so.
He's got. I'll have a look. But yeah, so if
Rachel will ask him. Yeah, see, Rachel and Eric are good friends of his, and she says no, it's not the same guy.
Oh, this
to
guy.
Your point, Jane.
Robin,
they make the best presents.
So
everybody looks forward. Yeah, these are like food grade Ziplocs, and I just
what's
dehydrate.
In that one? Is that lemon time?
This one is lemon
Robin,
time.
If the police come in your house now, Robin, you be doing time. You be doing 6 to 8 months for this.
That's gorgeous.
Not here.
Isn't it? How
everybody, you can buy somebody a present at Christmas time, and they'll say thank you and whatever. You make them something like that, and it's sort of priceless.
Do you drive
Robin, you got lovely friends. If I gave that to my friends, they'd want a pizza with it.
Do you do them in a dehydrator, or do you just hang them? How do you dry them?
I do in a dehydrator. I have an Excalibur 9 tray. Best investment.
Another
posh.
Okay.
Posh.
Posh. Ali got the radiator and a glow light. There's a question here. Speak on the same subject. Our allotment plot says on the subject of why does my grow station smell like? I don't know what you're growing.
I would say, well, what have you been growing? Yeah. Yeah.
What's growing? Well, funny enough, on that topic, in work, when you pop the medications, if anyone's got like epilepsy or they also use it for behavioral issues, like we have something called Epilim, which is for epilepsy, and that's sodium valproate, and that smells of marijuana as well, which is really strange. Why they don't
in it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but Rach, it's probably all that unscrupulously dumped compost you've been getting.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah,
I know Terry King. Terry King gets it as well. And I always think
they
always brag about this. They always brag about it, but I always think I'm glad I don't live in that area.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
We growing marijuana and selling marijuana and having marijuana. We actually have marijuana shops here. It's not illegal.
Robin,
here
just
anymore.
be careful on this live now. I might not. This channel might not get monetized after you've been on here.
So, Ali, is it legalized? Wait,
it is
legalized.
Everybody grows. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Right, let's change the subject.
Change
the subject.
I think it should be.
Locke's in the chat as well. God, don't start him off. Let's talk about something else.
The huge greenhouses you see, they're pot growing. Yeah. No, it's been very sunny.
Any snow?
Yeah.
Right.
No,
yeah.
sunny.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. It's sunny. Yeah. Sunny. Yeah. Sunny.
Wow. It'll be snow again tomorrow.
It will. It's cold. It was only 3 degrees today.
I don't think we're going to get any more snow now. I don't think we're going to get.
I
think we're over it now. I actually think our allotment plots just says we're not posh, we're just lucky. God, if you ask Mayu, she's lucky. She lives in a mansion. She don't live in a mansion. If you ask Kerry, she's posh. She's lucky. She gets everything given to her by other plot holders. Oh, I've been given a greenhouse. Oh, what am I going to do with this?
Danny, you're desperately unlucky. Desperately.
Honestly,
you have
I'm a shell of a person now.
I know.
Does anybody
What's the best
watch
way to dry herbs? Go on. Anyone watch what, Ali?
Stephen and Tracy at Our Small Holding, they've got a gorgeous place too. Like Mayu's,
Oh.
big, huge house, beautiful backyard, animals,
Like
horses.
David. David's got a
Oh.
posh garden.
They're on
keeper up
a
north.
farm. It's like a farm size. Like Claire's. They're like Claire. They're like Claire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Claire.
Oh.
Yeah. She's got and they're lovely people. But you should see the barbecue pit area they've got. And she drinks, which makes her right up there with my favorite people.
Oh, God, Ali, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, Ali. Ali, I must say you've done really well for your first live. You've not had the police take down my front door. You've not said something that's...
Yet.
No.
Yet. You're still there, Danny.
I've been very fortuitous.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
you have.
so-
Yeah. Frickin' A, Bob.
Yeah.
So Cara,
God. Go on.
Cara does just say what's the best way to dry herbs. So you can either have a dehydrator, as Robin has got, and I've got the opposite end of the scale to you, Robin. I've got one that's got like 3 or 4 trays, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's like one setting. But you can just dry them in a dark place, but make sure they've got air around them, because I know one year I had bundles of sage, I had bundles of thyme, and I had them drying in the shed. They get moldy, and it was such a shame, because it was like the whole harvest was hanging. They looked
Wish I had plenty of time.
but you know.
Oh,
yeah, so that's another way. Someone's just said do them in your oven dry them. So
yeah,
lowest door
an
open.
old oven that can set low enough.
I've dried herbs in my air fryer as well, though. As long as I've just put it on and zapped it just for about 1 or 2 minutes. Any more than that, it gets too hot and it destroys the flavor. But I've done it. But I've got like the Ninja 15-in-1 now, and that's got a dehumidifier in. What do you call it? Dehydrator in it. But I keep saying, I mentioned a few lives ago about getting one when we did the preserve live, but I still haven't bought one. But David, I feel like you've got a nice. If you've got one, haven't you, David? Come on.
I've got one of everything. Yeah, the only thing is, I'm just not sure about dehydrating herbs. I think they shrink down to nothing. I think it takes so much effort to try and get like a reasonable amount that I don't know whether I have the attention span to fully commit to it.
But it does depend on the herb as well, because there's things
and how
like
much you use them.
Yeah, thyme, rosemary, sage, they dry really quite well. Yeah. Whereas if you're going to try and dry something like mint or chives
Robin, we're talking about herbs, not herbs. I just thought
right?
I know you were getting a bit confused. He was like, "What? What's a herb with a H?"
Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass.
We're just gonna sow some herbs, and it always makes me chuckle.
So David,
as well.
to your point, like dill, for example, you need a huge bouquet of dill to just get a little bottle's worth in the end, but it's worth it. It does not taste like store-bought. And you can do things that you can't get commercially, like lemon thyme. It's my favorite herb. Can't buy that
to get different ones is good. Yeah. The only thing we ever really use is basil. Basil?
Basil.
We use
basil.
Basil. No, basil.
Robin?
It's basil.
Yep.
Are you listening for Mike?
Actor.
I've heard you all say basil.
Faulty Towers.
What?
Basil from Faulty Towers.
I love that. Danny would have seen it. That's before his time.
What? Faulty Towers?
He's in Wales.
Faulty Towers.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
keep forgetting how old I am. I know I act about 12, but I'll have you know I was around for Faulty Towers.
Oh, I love the signs out front. The flowery, you know what's just cracked me up.
Watch it, Ali. Watch it.
That's what I said. You know what?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. That's...
What about I'm a little bit confused. What this means? Does anyone know what this means? H.
There's no
H, Danny. There's no
H
in H.
In H.
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 Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
owned. I'm always owned on my
Yeah.
own channel anyway.
I dry
Yeah.
my herbs in a threadback shelf. Okay,
What's
Bjorkson's
a
planter
threadback shelf?
of ting, a threadback shelf. So I'm assuming it's a shelf, a wire shelf that you put things on.
Bjork's planter ting. If you haven't watched Jane Kelly's egg basket apron video, I
An opening
suggest
at
you
the
go over
back,
and
so
watch
it's
it, because if
vented.
you haven't seen it, it's a hoot and a half. A hoot. Oh,
Danny's
I
more of
don't
a
know.
basil brush. No, basil brush is way before
No, I
Danny's
didn't.
time.
That's too far back for me. I was Button Moon,
Way
me.
too far.
Button Moon. Remember Button Moon, Jane?
Yeah. Followed Mr. Spoon to Button Moon.
Yeah. You'd make a
Yeah.
good character on there, you would. Or
Thank you, Danny.
or what's the other, the Raggy Dolls?
Oh no, they were scary. No, there was.
You'd make
Rosie
a
and
good.
There's
No,
Rosie
Jane.
and Jim,
Jane would
and
make a
there were
good
the
back to front.
Riddlers. The Riddlers.
The wooden
as well.
tops.
Yeah, they were better.
Jenny Wren's. I
proper
love
black
Button Moon.
television.
Button Moon was my favourite, and James the Cat. That was my favourite.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
We're
So
digressing now.
It's
Go
from
on.
IKEA. The threadback shelf is from IKEA. So I'm assuming then it is just one of those wire shelves that they have with steel. What do you call it? Like steel rods going across. I think I've got one somewhere.
Let's have a look. Oh no, it's one of those.
Yeah, the
you know
metal
those.
shelving.
So a threadback shelf on yours. You know those shelves that got like wooden spools that come out and you put your cottons and all on.
Yes.
It's one
yes,
of those.
I know what you mean. Ah, right, that makes sense.
So it's just
yeah.
basically just like a piece of wood with all slats and then things you put all your cottons and
But
all
then
on.
again, that's why you'd be really careful, because if you're going to bunch those herbs up, that bit that's bunched is going to get moist or can get moist. And that's why they say never dry your herbs. They look beautiful hanging in the kitchen, but your kitchen is moist and warm.
I think if you've got the space, then obviously have a lovely herb garden and things. But I do agree, if you're short on space, then be a bit productive. Just think about
herbs. They all attract
like
pollinators.
Robin said, if you have a pile of herbs and then it only goes down to one, even though it tastes lovely, that could have been a bed of something that you might want a quicker crop from and stuff. But I agree with it. I've got a herb garden going to be grown in the front garden, one at the plot and one at the. I got them on all plots because I think it's always handy to have those things.
So Joe's
Ali, stop encouraging Locke.
Joe's patch.
He started it.
Is carrot top pesto worth making? I've never made it. Is anyone else?
Which
What is
one?
it? Sorry.
What
Joe's
top
patch asks, is carrot top pesto worth
Not the
making?
guy.
Oh, I'd like to try it actually. I would like to try it because carrot tops have got a wonderful smell. And I only found out in the last year or two that you can eat them. So that'd be interesting actually. But anything that you put into a pesto, you're going to add garlic. You're going to add
it's
some
going to
sort
be all
of
garlic.
It's going to be good. So yeah.
I
Give
don't
it a
know.
go.
Sometimes I get a bit unconvinced. Like sometimes you'll see like
Marybone
other
going
bigger
rich.
YouTubers. Well, sometimes a bigger YouTuber will try and convince you like something have gone to flour and they'll say, "Eat it, it's lovely." Like
And
just
it
admit
tastes
that
like-
you failed just like we did.
Yeah.
Just admit that it didn't
Yeah.
work and we move on from it. Yes, I love Buffy as well.
Yeah.
Joe Patch, you've got a couple of there. Never heard of Button Moon, but was all about the Queen's nose. Oh, these are good TV shows. This is a gardening live. My analytics don't know what to do with this live after this. They'll be thinking,
I'm with Pipkins. I'm with Hector's House. Love Hector's House. You can still get it on. You can look them up on YouTube.
what's happened to this? Like, David, this is not what normally happens. I'll put you on. You were real gardeners one day. We're
I
proper
watch
ones.
it. Are you kidding?
You can come on. You can come on with blooming Tony O'Neill and all.
That's
that'd be my-
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Mary Montgomery Mitch.
Locke's,
yeah, that was the
Locke's,
other one. I remember so
Locke's
clearly.
going at it now.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to try and bring this in. So if anyone else has got a YouTube channel, I do this every time now. If you've got a YouTube channel, put in the chat the word YouTube in capitals so that people can go over and subscribe. Also, I've decided that I'm going to do another 2 weeks of live. So I think next week, is it fully booked next week yet? Let's have a look.
Handy.
Definitely.
So next week. So next week, I know I've got a few confirmed, but I know the following week is going to be Tony O'Neill, Kerry, from Dog on the Plot. Oh, she's not next week though. She's the week after. I've had to ask her on because she'd to beg me to come on here. Mayu's on, and I think Nigel Muddy Boots is on. But next week to be confirmed. So there is going to be another 2 weeks at least of lives, and then after that maybe a month. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Yeah. So just type YouTube underneath so everyone can come across. And Christine Plot 19, I've actually started watching you. I didn't know, Christine, that you had some videos up, so I started watching them today. So
then obviously you're not reading the notes on mine.
Well, Ali, you do put about 12. Yeah. You do put about 12 up a week of YouTube channels that you found
at a time.
Every week, I just think, how does this woman find them? How is she finding these people? And sometimes I try and get cocky, and I look on the comments thinking I found someone, and then I send it to Ali, and she's already been there about. She's already sent them seeds, and they've already arrived by the time I found the channel. But yeah, I'm glad because I've actually found a few new channels by looking through my lives and. So yeah, because sometimes they don't come through, do they? You don't. Some of these channels, you think they're really lovely, and they slip under the net, and it's a shame, really. And we end up with people like me and Jane Kelly and all.
I've just found a few more with like less than 20 subs, and I'm on there like white on rice.
Yeah, David, you need to get on a YouTube channel now. That's gonna be our mission.
Yeah, David, come on, get on with it.
Misery loves company.
That's right. Okay. Get on there with Robin. You can get on there with Robin. You can cry together.
Misery loves company. We can all moan about being on YouTube.
Yes, House of Ted is a good one. If anyone wants to watch it, they started.
Did you see her last video where she was getting yelled at about having a pond? Poor thing. She was so excited, and then she gets in poop for doing it. Yeah.
I was watching it, thinking, Christ, they should look at my pond. It's like Loch Ness compared
like
to
a swimming pool.
Thing.
Yeah.
Ali, I have found a new channel that I've noticed you haven't linked, but I'll send that to you later on because I can't remember what it's called. But I think he's just taken over an allotment site, so it's quite a good one. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up now. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. Thank you, Locke, for your donations. Thank you, Emma. Thank you for all the members that are supporting this channel. Thank you, Jane, Ali, Robin, and also David for coming over to the dark side. And also thank you, Kerry Dog on the Plot, for coming on. I know that, the corgis needed walking, but you came on anyway. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you all again next Thursday.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
And also, thanks, Rob. Thank you, Ali, for not switching.